today, the full committee will be marking up 24 bills that will continue our work of strengthening and improving our public health and healthcare system and bolstering the security of our telecommunications networks and supply chains. We'll begin by considering 16 health bills that came out of the Health Subcommittee. First up will be bipartisan legislation to foster the development of advanced and continuous pharmaceutical manufacturing technology. This bill will lead to a more nimble and efficient mode of drug production at universities across the country, including Rutgers in my district. We're hopeful this will help prevent future drug shortages and other supply chain interruptions while bringing jobs back to the U.S. We'll also take up legislation that will provide resources and support to help Americans impacted by the ongoing opioid and substance use disorder epidemic. Our continued work in this area is critical since overdose deaths reached tragic heights last year. The committee is also considering legislation intended to improve our public health infrastructure, address social determinants of health, improve maternal health outcomes, and increase access to life-saving vaccines. The COVID-19 crisis has underscored the importance of investing in our nation's public health system to both prevent and quickly respond to future public health emergencies, and that's exactly what these bills are intended to do. And finally, on the health front, we'll consider bipartisan legislation led by Representatives Soto and Bilirakis to prevent a fiscal cliff for millions of American citizens who rely on Medicaid in the U.S. territories. This bill would be the longest extension of increased Medicaid funding for the U.S. territories in more than a decade. While I believe we must find a permanent Medicaid funding solution, I believe this is a very strong bill worthy of bipartisan support. We'll then move to the 8 bills related to our communications networks. Collectively, these bills will only further our commitment to increasing the safety and security of our networks and supply chains, while at the same time increasing competition and innovation in the telecommunications marketplace. And as we move forward on this critical issue, we need to make sure that Americans across our country have the ability to leverage the great tech advances of our time in a manner that improves their lives. It's also vital that we help them understand and mitigate the risks that come with sophisticated, new, and more complex technology. So this suite of bills will help inform consumers and smaller providers about the risks and benefits of new communications technologies and provide stability and structure for the federal government to work with the private sector to keep us safe. So again, I want to thank the ranking member. It was tremendous bipartisan cooperation to get us to this markup today, and thank you all on both sides of the aisle. And now recognize the ranking member for her opening statement.